Wake up with a bang.
Hey, wake up!
Anele and The Club
On 947.
So we have had 24 hours to simmer on this, to think about it, to, get knee deep, 10 toes deep, all of it. And actually, this is no laughing matter.
No, this is not a laughing matter.
So I first heard this advert on Marawa Sports Worldwide, right? And I was in the car and I was driving home and I said, hang on, this advert, there should be more noise about this. There should be an expose. Devi on ETV should be running around in her heels, chasing people over this. Just have a listen to this advert.
You trusted your contraceptive to work exactly as expected.
I'm too young to be old, and I'm too old to be young. Maybe I'm just going crazy.
Certain defective YAZ PLUS blister packs contained 24 placebos instead of active pills.
I'm pregnant. I just found out today. I don't know what to do.
If you fell pregnant while taking YAZ Plus between November 2023 and December 2024, you may have a claim for medical and financial expenses, regardless of the pregnancy outcome. LHL Attorneys is investigating a class action on behalf of women affected. Find out if you qualify at yazplusclaim.co.za.
You were on a contraceptive that you trusted would not let one through, right?
Yeah.
Then you fall pregnant. But the thing about things happening in isolation is that you always think, oh, it's just me. It is just me that it didn't work for. But it turns out that between the 9th of November 2023 and the 21st of January 2025, there was a defective range of contraceptive by the YAZ that went out. People used it and they fell pregnant. I have so many questions. Because we do things in isolation, how did you know that no meant something is wrong?
Well, that's what I was going to say. Because when that happens, I suppose the first thing you go is, I missed a day. I didn't,
yes.
what I'm saying?
Or maybe I took it at the wrong time.
And I was supposed to do it at 8 a.m. every morning and I did it at 10 and something happened. And obviously there's always a risk.
It's called the YAZ Plus birth control, and there is a class action lawsuit happening led by LHL attorneys. And today we're speaking to the managing senior associate, Angelique Pina. Ladies, gentlemen, everybody, I think we should zone in here and listen. There could be a little bit of money to be made from this, and it's not going to help you look after a child that you didn't plan for the rest of their lives, but somebody has to be held accountable, and this is why Angelique Pina and her team are on it.
And Angelique, welcome to Anele and The Club.
Morning, everyone. Thank you so much for having me.
Angelique, thank you for taking our call. Firstly, I'm sure you guys are busy. You are, up to your neck in paperwork around this lawsuit. How far is it? How long have you been working on it?
So we've been working up the matter quite a while. We're busy doing investigations to determine how many women have potentially been affected, because that'll inform, whether it makes sense for it to proceed as a class action. But we've received a lot of interest so far. So over 300 women have reached out to us in the last few months that believe they do meet that criteria and they fell pregnant during the relevant time period while using YAZ Plus. So we're assisting those women now with getting their records and determining whether they are eligible for a claim. And then once that's we will proceed with actually launching the application for certification as a class action.
What sparked it? Who came forward? How did it get to you for you guys to get here where you're saying you're already speaking to 300 women, and I have no doubt that more are going to step forward after this interview as well, and that's what we're hoping for as well. But what sparked it?
Initially, this came to light because SAPRA actually issued a recall of the affected batch. It was in circulation for almost 1 year before they noticed the defect and issued the recall of that specific batch. And then we knew that potentially a lot of women would be affected because it was on the market for so long. And as soon as someone reached out to us, we realized that a lot of women might be affected. So we posted that we are investigating this if someone wants assistance, and the interest just has been growing ever since then.
Yeah, because I mentioned this earlier, that that's a long period, a full year before they realize what the problem is. Now, and I think this is the question everyone has. What is that period? So firstly, from when to when? Do they actually know, or do they think they know?
So we know the first the batch was first distributed to retailers on the 9th of November 2023, and then it remained in circulation until the recall on the 18th of November 2024.
Right.
And is this countrywide, or is it specifically Gauteng's, but or just all across the world?
No, it's countrywide.
Countrywide.
Countrywide. And that's why, because you say until the 31st of January, because there was still stuff on, the recall might have happened, but you might have bought yours already.
Yes, so that's why we've just added in a buffer period. Obviously, there's a little bit more investigative work that needs to be done on those tail ends to see if they qualify. But, we didn't want to exclude anyone unnecessarily because there is obviously a little bit of a delay period. You'd still use that product for a whole month. The effects aren't immediately rectified when you use the next packet.
And what was wrong with the packets? Exactly, what was wrong with them?
So a normal YAZ Plus blister pack would have 24 active hormone tablets and 4 placebo tablets at the end. And these had the exact inverse. So there are 24 placebo tablets with only 4 active tablets that actually, provided any protection, which is quite significant because generally birth control is a very sensitive to the hormone level. So even if you miss 1 tablet in a day, for example, the packets recommend that for the next 7 days it won't be effective again. So now you can imagine if you skip 24.
Yeah, then you basically have no protection at all.
Exactly. And these women are taking it every day as directed, believing that they have full protection.
If you've just tuned in, we're chatting to Managing Senior Associate at LHL Attorneys, Inc. Her name is Angelique Pina. The YAZ Plus birth control, there's a class action lawsuit happening. They have found that between the period of 9th of November 2023 to the 21st of Jan 2025, the birth control that you bought did not work, and you are eligible to be in this class action suit. So we've got a few questions for Angelique to see if this is something that you should jump on.
2 quick ones. You now have to determine eligibility, right? So what is the criteria for that? And is it a given that any woman who may have been using the product would know that they were taking the batch that may have been recalled by SAPRA?
So the eligibility is for anyone that experienced an unintended pregnancy while they were using YAZ Plus between November 2023 and January 2025, regardless of what the pregnancy outcome was. And they don't need to know whether it was a defective packet or not. So they can reach out to us. We assist them with requesting the dispensing records from the pharmacy. Luckily, it is a prescription product, so it does need to be, recorded and dispensed by the pharmacy. We can request those records for them and then assess that to see whether they have a claim.
Oh, wait, so some of them were working and some of them weren't?
Yes. Yeah, okay. It's unknown how many of the blister packs in that batch were defective.
Oh, so I wanted to ask that. So when you buy the pack, is it a blister pack? So there might be 1 inside out of the 4 that doesn't work.
So 1 blister pack has your 1 month's 28 tablets for the month's use, yes. And you wouldn't know, did you have the one with 24 hormone tablets and 4 placebos, or did you have the incorrect pack that had 24 placebos?
Stupid question. Why do they put the placebos in there?
So the placebos are generally put in there. They don't serve much of a purpose, but essentially it's to simulate a period so that women still feel comfortable using it, because initially when they started using contraceptives, people didn't feel comfortable with something that seemed so unnatural, that just had a continuous hormone level. So it's purely a break.
To give your body
a natural process.
Oh, okay, because if you are on it the entire time, your body may even get used to it and then it doesn't become effective, right? So there has to be some sort of break where your body is not under any hormone, and then you can go back using the contraceptive, and they have that planned for your dates as they give you the pills.
So it's not that it would become ineffective. It's really just so that it simulates what your natural monthly cycle would be, to make people more comfortable with using it. But you could essentially skip the one to with most.
Yeah, But that's the reason they put the placebos there, is so that your habit doesn't change. Because you have to take that pill every day at a certain time, I suppose. So it's that you continue doing that, so you don't lose the habit, you know what I'm saying?
Angelique, you know a lot about this thing. You like, I studied law and now I'm a scientist. Now I'm a doctor. So how many of you at the law firm are working on this?
So we currently have a team of 5 on this. But we are also, class actions are kind of our speciality, so we are quite used to managing these large-scale cases.
And how much money are we looking to make here?
That's what Anele wants to know.
Well, that's an interesting question, actually, because for this specific case, an individual's damages can vary a lot from person to person. For example, if someone had a miscarriage, they might still have a claim. It would just be relatively small, but they would still have incurred, medical expenses associated with that, which can be significant, and they could have suffered psychological trauma from the event, so they could potentially have a claim for that. Has given birth to a child, then are raising that child. There's medical expenses. You have a loss of income claim potentially if you had to go on maternity leave that might be unpaid. And then you come to the cost of raising the child, which I think we all know can be a lot. So essentially, we can work with actuaries to quantify up until the age of 18.
$3 billion.
How much would it cost? So it gives you an idea that the damages can range quite a lot. But, you've got school fees, you've got nappies, clothes, food, all of that. You basically work on a model to quantify that until 18, and that's your damages.
Now, Angelique, I'm pretty sure your senior partners are looking at you now, for this question that I'm about to ask you, but how much are you guys going to take of it?
So actually, our firm generally has 2 approaches to class actions, where on the one basis we work on a contingency fee basis, which means if the matter is successful, we can get our fees, and it's capped at 25%.
Okay.
Of the full amount,
Yes.
Okay.
And then the other model is the education funders. So that would be an investment entity that funds and pays our fees. And then if the matter is successful, they are entitled to get a percentage of the damages from us.
So 300 people at the moment, Angelique?
Yes, 300 that have reached out. We have to obviously now work through those and assess. Not all of them may be eligible, but it is looking like quite a large group of people may have been affected.
Wow, because we had a lot of comments when we spoke about this yesterday. There's so many comments on our Instagram
on
as well.
our Instagram page, a lot of people saying absolutely me, and it shocked me because you also think this is so far removed from you, and these are people that we know. We're like, dude, you just had a baby,
and then it went planned. Okay,
this is well. Have you reached out to YAZ PLUS, the pharmaceutical company? Are you guys talking? What are they saying? Are you allowed to tell us what they say?
So we have not reached out to them yet. We just want to assess where we stand. Are there enough people with verified claims? Then we'll move into that next stage. But they are the ones together with SAPRA that issued the recall. So there's really no room for debate over whether these packs were defective or not.
Yeah.
Oh, can't I be there the day you guys deliver the papers?
I want to see their face.
We'll keep you in mind. We might take you along if you want.
Thank you so much. Angelique Peter, Managing Senior Associate at LHL Attorneys Incorporated. They are leading the class action lawsuit against YAZ PLUS birth control between the dates 9 November 2023, 21st of Jan 2025. That batch of contraceptives do not work.
No, it's not. Well, it's not all of them. So there were batches.
I'm going dramatic. All of them.
No. T's and C's apply.
T's and C's apply. So it's not all of them, but
so
certain packs of the batches. But the nice thing is they know exactly which ones. So if you fell pregnant in that period, contact them and then they'll be able to check.
Start with us first. Contact us first. 011-8838-947. We want to hear from you first. A lot of you on our Instagram were saying it's you. Well, this is the moment here on a Wednesday morning at 7:27 on 947.
If you think this might be you.
Yo, guys, contraceptives not working in December. What a dangerous thing was going on.
Somebody said, guys, there's only one way to not fall pregnant. The rest is risky anyway. The rest is risky anyway. But you could still make some money here. Let's talk.
You trusted your contraceptive to work exactly as expected. Certain defective YAZ Plus blister packs contained 24 placebos instead of active pills. If you fell pregnant while taking YAZ Plus between November 2023 and December 2024, you may have a claim for medical and financial expenses, regardless of the pregnancy outcome. LHL Attorneys is investigating a class action on behalf of women affected. Find out if you qualify at yazplusclaim.co.za.
Your name is Denisha. You are in Klipspruit West. Good morning. Welcome to Anele and the Club.
Good morning, Anele and The Club.
Morning. So, Denisha, you say you are currently pregnant right now and you are on the YAZ.
That is indeed correct.
But then you fall outside of this of this period that they gave. So, but I mean, the fact that you were on it and you are still pregnant, that is an issue, right?
Yes.
So what recourse does she have? Is she allowed to reach out to their attorneys?
No, I mean,
No.
you could speak to them, obviously, and find out. But remember, this is not, because birth control is not foolproof, and they do tell you that. But you could probably get an investigation around those packs that you did buy. They haven't been recalled in any way, so this could just be an anomaly. But to our point earlier, it's because everyone thought, oh, it was an anomaly, and then we all realized, oh, no, something major was happening.
Because if you buy yourself,
you don't know.
You think, oh, well, it's just me. But if you now all get together, you'll find that, hey, hang on.
There's hundreds of other people had the same problem I had.
Denisha, how far along are you, if I may ask?
I will soon be 8 months in the next week.
8 months.
8 months. When did you buy your birth control, your YAZ?
I've been on YAZ Plus for 4 years.
For how many years?
And then I've been getting headaches in around about early October of last year. And then I complained to my mother. I was like, I'm suffering with terrible headaches. I have no idea what it is. And then we walked into the pharmacy and we changed from YAZ Plus to Yasmin in November. So I only used Yasmin for the December, and then January I conceived.
Yeah, we are not qualified.
No, we're not qualified
to make any calls here. Like we say, you can reach out to LHL Attorneys Inc. And see if there's anybody else who is reaching out with your same issues. But I think, speaking out of my bum here, even when you change birth control, it's very risky.
You should consult your doctor.
Your gynae
on this kind of stuff, Denisha.
He questioned me. He was like, are you sure you were drinking your tablets? And I'm like, I've never skipped a day with my Yasmin Plus. Like, I've been taking my pills. And then he was like, oh, okay. Because it wasn't normal for me to conceive like immediately.
Yeah, but I don't think you fall under this one. But we say, LHL, Angelique and them are waiting to take all of your calls. Please make sure you reach out. Let's go to Seipati in Midrand. Good morning, Seipati.
Morning, how are you?
We're good. How are you? How are you doing?
Oh, my word. I have a 1 year, 4 months baby.
Yeah, you fall within it.
That's it.
And you were on the YAZ Plus.
I was on the YAZ, guys. I had a recurring prescription, which I was collecting from one of the pharmacies from my gynae.
And when did you first find out about this class action lawsuit?
Now, actually.
Now?
Just now.
This morning?
Yes.
So you have
this
to
morning as I was driving the kids to school.
You see, and here's the thing, right? That advert has been playing. And people, you just kind of, you just like,
sometimes it slips past.
I was one of the ignorant ones.
Yeah, so you're ignorant. You're like, yeah, whatever. Because you're not listening to what it's saying. So, Seipati, you have to call the attorneys and let them know that you are, they say currently they're sitting at about 300. So, here we go, 301.
301 with me, guys. NHL, here I come. Please.
and you know what I think is quite cool is, like I say, they can trace the packs. So you've got a recurring prescription. They'll get hold of the pharmacy. They'll check the batch, and then they'll be able to tell you that's the batch that was identified or not.
Guys, I carried that pack with me until I gave birth. I was like, what happened?
Okay, so now when you find out you're pregnant but you're on the pill, what do you think is happening? How many pregnancy tests do you take before you realize?
You go, no, man.
This is it.
Anele, I waited for like 2 months. I could see the signs, my breast, and the morning sicknesses already were starting. Remember, this is my 4th baby. So I knew, and I'm like, no, man. I like when I went to the gynae, I knew what was going on.
And
I didn't take a pregnancy test. I just went straight to my gynae.
And your husband, do you have a husband? What does the husband say?
My boyfriend.
Boyfriend.
I'm divorced, yeah. So this one is from the boyfriend. So, he thought I scammed him.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. That's what's bound to happen, is there's going to be this huge fight.
I'm telling you, we're not in good terms for the longest time.
Look now, and this is the thing, and this is why there's a class action lawsuit, because outside of the fact that you have got expenses because now you have a child, there is an emotional toil that people have gone through because of this. But having said that, Sepati, they say the 4th one is the easiest. They basically raises itself.
She was the easiest, but I was not ready for her.
Yeah, you weren't expecting her. That's the point.
Oh,
you weren't expecting her.
I had to pull some strings here and there,
Reach out, babes. You could have some money coming towards you there. From Midrand, let's go to Nebo Mtomboti. Good morning, Nebo. How's little Dolphin doing?
She's good. She's very strong. I was not expecting him as well, but I was excited. But I was confused because, I've been taking YAZ for years, because I've been taking it since varsity days. And my mom even asked me, she was like, were you not on the contraceptive? I'm like, yes, I was. She actually thought I was lying. She's the one who actually showed me the post yesterday. She was like, I think I have an apology to make.
Oh,
no
wow.
way. How old is Dolphin now?
He's turning 3 at the end of this month. So I found out I was pregnant in 2023 at the beginning of the year in Jan.
2023. Let's just quickly see.
Yeah.
This is 9 November 2023. Oh, yeah. You might be
you're outside of the window.
Yeah,
you outside. Oh, this is actually a fun game to play.
Yeah. And I was having the best time. I didn't suspect anything because I'd been on it for so many years. So, yeah.
Because here's another thing. Sometimes your body gets so used to birth control, right, that the goalies stop playing. Where it's almost like gym, right? They say you need to change your gym up, otherwise nothing is going to happen. Your body gets used to that routine that you're doing, and then that's it. So that's another thing. Maybe it's just you one of the few percentages where birth control just took a day off and said, girl.
Possibly. But I found a more permanent solution now. Well, I'm crossing fingers.
Okay.
Okay.
Right,
yeah.
But that's the thing. Speak to your doctor to get a solution that works for you, right?
Well, we are just here to pass the information on. We're not here to judge no one. We're not here to say you're going to get money. We're not here to say, no, you're not going to get money. Anyone who thinks that they deserve to be part of this class action lawsuit, the attorneys will listen to you and they will ask all the right questions, because also I'm pretty sure no one wants to waste each other's time here. And to be fair, if they've got 300 people, they're pretty comfortable in their case now. But the more the merrier, but the case is comfortable for them at the moment.
I think it's being proven, right? Because that's the thing. So SAPRA, they recalled this together with the company between 9 November, let's give those dates again, between 9 November 2023 and 31 January 2025, if you used YAZ Plus birth control pills and you fell pregnant, right, regardless of the outcome of the pregnancy, by the way, please contact them.
The drama queen in me has, I want to call YAZ. I want to call YAZ Plus to be like, guys, I want to call SAPRA and be like,
yeah, what's happened?
Because, guys, imagine the day you must send out that recall communication, hey.
Yeah, it's serious.
It's serious.
But that's why these things get sent out, because it's serious. This is not and
it's not jokey joke.
This, once again, these are like people falling pregnant, but there are other medications all the time that are getting checked. That's why these bodies exist, to check that, to make sure that things are right.
Say goodbye now. Back to making your morning.
Anele and The Club.
I love this show. On 947.